One, two, three, and set.
All right, so who do we have here?
Yo, it's your brother too, Jay. You know it was his nephew. For sure, believe it.
Believe it. All right, so, all right, 2J. So, what advice do you have for like young artists?
Um, young artists, to keep going, bro. Don't let nobody, doubt you and tell you can't do anything. Sometimes, make music that's best for yourself. Make music that's best for your character and, anything that you know that, basically really be confident in yourself, bro. Like, a lot of people weren't really confident in me as a young artist. And, I just kind of like, I was down myself at one time. And then I had a person, even his grandmother, just telling me a lot of shit about how good my music was. And I got that confidence. And
Cause some people they lose their confidence after somebody tell them like, oh nah, like your music is trash. You need to do this. Like no, they need to take it as like constructive criticism. Like I'm like listening to your music every day and telling you what you can do to better your artistry and better the work you put out. So and 2J, you as well. Like how do you narrow like how do you navigate around like hardships in friendships, and how do you not let that impact you in like your music?
um, I really wasn't that too cool with a lot of people, but I did have certain people that did hate on me, and I had to cut them off, and it kind of hurted me. It's like it hurts you when you gotta cut a certain friend off, bro. That kind of been with you for a little while, and then you be like, damn, he hating on me. Like I didn't know he been hating on me for a little minute.
All right.
You start seeing the hate when once something good start happening to you, and they feel like that you're supposed to be there to help them out every single time. Um, but everybody like Jay and Los and Wade on this shit, that they've been fuck with me for a while. They never ever hated on me since the jump. They've been with her since I first started. So we gonna take it from the top. Even Jaygotforces and shit, they've been me since the jump.
Yeah, for sure. All right, 2J. So, what are you looking forward into like 2026?
In 2026, low key, I want to really build my fan base. My fan base low key been asking me for a lot of songs, and I really wasn't there for them. 2025, I feel bad for that. As an artist, and I needed that. I needed that hate. For me to keep going. So I needed them to be on my ass about 2025. I should have been dropping music they wanted. So 2026, my goal is to provide for my supporters and fans, and hopefully bring new fans to my music. And hopefully I could, probably intentionally get a little bit, a little bit of clout and shit, do my little thing and shit. But that's what I've really been focusing on is, getting these projects done. And did finish my project, shot up my first album that's gonna be under Empire, shot up for like 2, and we still working on it a little bit. So I hope everybody enjoy that. And Squiddy season do also drop May 2022, May 22nd.
Let's go, guys. We finally getting that 2J drop we've been asking for, bro. What keeps you motivated to like keep going with this music shit, man? Like, I be having hardships and shit, bro. I ain't recorded music in months, and like, how do you just continue making music since you've been doing it since 2021? Like, how do you just keep producing so much?
Low key, bro, I just love recording music. To be honest, a lot of times I be like kind of heartbroken. I've been going through a lot of shit lately, and I've been going through a lot of shit just like how I was in 2022, and I'm kind of back in my 2022 grind, but different from around that time is now it's kind of like I got a lot of shit to rap about. I got older, and it wasn't just saying the same shit in almost every single song now. So I've been low key been recording like constantly, but lately I haven't made any new music since April 7th because I've been working on my album and stuff and preparing shooting videos and going to Chicago and stuff and this Thursday. So low key, I think my fans really made me keep going and my people's really
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, bro, you talk about like getting clout a lot, bro. So, like, when you get famous, who's that one celebrity you gonna want to like wife, bro? Like, who you gonna want?
I don't know about wife and I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, I just like women in general, so I really don't know who I would want. But I can't pick though. I don't know. I fuck with Ice Spice a lot though. I put me some Ice Spice though.
You seen that recent video of her getting slapped though? What would you would have done if you were there? How would you would have protected her?
I don't even know, bro. I don't even think I'd be there.
So you're not protecting your girl?
That ain't my girl. If that was my girl, hell yeah, I'd probably slap that bitch for real. But that ain't my girl or nothing. But nah, I ain't like that shit. That shit was kind of weird and fanned out and shit. That shit was kind of goofy and shit. But ain't nobody gonna ever do that shit to Ice Spice in front of me though. So they got me fucked up. Rule number one: never let no bitch ever slap your girl in front of me.
Facts. And never let a man walk in between you and your girl while y'all holding hands.
That's facts. Listen, I want to tell everybody this: never ever. Don't really focus on women. Focus on yourself. Right now in life, women be gonna hang around and shit. So it's kind of I've been there with females, and lately I got my heart broken, and I'm kind of trying to talk to a girl, but I don't think that shit kind of going the way I wanted to go. So I be overthinking about a lot of shit. So for everybody, I know some of y'all be DMing me asking me questions about relationships and shit, and y'all like me young, and that's kind of funny because I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm young as well. So what I can advise you to is don't love hard, because you love hard, that shit can hurt you real hard, and that shit will break you. And that shit broke me. I loved a girl so hard that it broke me and made me want to fucking talk to every girl in the fucking world, and that shit, it corrupts you, bro. So I advise you really focus on yourself. But right now, I'm really focusing on myself, but there's only probably one girl I'm trying to fuck with right now, and if that shit don't go right, I don't even think I'll talk to another girl until I blow and probably see what happens for myself. Believe it.
Believe it. Last and final question, bro. To wrap up the Jaygotforces and Lil 2J Baby interview. Who your crush, nigga? Tell the world who it is. Whoever you want to see this video and DM you, like, you will grow. You 18 now, nigga. They could come. You legal, nigga. They could come fuck that.
I made a song about it on my tape. It starts with a D. If we saying somebody who I met, her name starts with a D, and her name is on my tape. School. Celebrity, I probably would say, like I said, it's Ice Spice. But if it's not Ice Spice, then, sometimes I can switch it. But it's Ice Spice, and it's Ice Spice. What's her name? I forgot her name, but she be with Aspen and them. Oh, Lady BL. Oh, my mama, I like that. Ooh, I see that in Chicago. That and Cuban Dog. That's been my shit since I was a little shorty. I went on Instagram Live with a long time ago, like in 2021. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna get that. But that's about it though. But like a girl I done met, her name starts with a D. Y'all know her name sooner or later.
That is gonna wrap it up for today's segment of Jaygotforces and Lil 2J. I am not pointing the camera at you. Alright. Today, that is gonna wrap up the Lil 2J interview featuring Jaygotforces as the interviewer. Any last words to your fans? Any last words of encouragement? Any advice that you want to give to the people about like deals and music, like who to avoid about this music shit? Like, you got to give them advice about that as well, because since you're finally making big moves, you're working with labels, you're working with big names. How do you get approached by that and finish off the deal?
I'm a finish the interview saying this. As a young artist, keep posting your music, be consistent. Don't let nobody ever tell you can never do anything. Always do the fuck you could do. Dodge labels, because labels will shit you. So it would be cool to fuck with, like distributors and shit. You can make it with a distributor, like TuneCore, disco kid. I remember you a big check on disco kid. You know, TuneCore disco kid, or just keep being consistent, bro. You gonna make it. You gonna make it, and you gonna make it. Trust me. And now if we talking about females, like I told you, don't never fall in love with a female. That shit gonna hurt you. That shit is waste of time. 3, love yourself. Love yourself. Always forever love yourself. Do not love no one else if you can never love yourself. Never doubt yourself. Keep going in life and stay strong. Love y'all. Love y'all. The 2J out. Believe it.
Believe it.